All right, so we're going to begin with this video first. And then when she's done, we're going to dive deeper into it.
Okay, guys, listen up. If you want to be everything she needs, you've got to understand one thing. Women are wired to connect with strength and emotional depth. It's not about being flashy or perfect. It's more about to create that space where her feminine energy feels safe and seen. So the secret is that women are drawn to men who understand our feelings without trying to fix them. If you can connect with us on a deeper level, you'll become unforgettable. Believe me, I've been in this over and over again. So stop focusing on impressing her and try to start focusing on understanding her. And you'll become unforgettable and you'll be everything she needs.
All right, so now let's dive deeper into it. Let's begin. The most important compatibility is love language. Okay, the compatibility of your love language with the person. And it starts like this. The love languages are words of affirmation. Some people might want to hear this love language involves expressing affection through spoken words, praise and appreciation. Compliments, affirming statements, those types of things. You're amazing, you know, you don't have a small dick, that type of stuff, right? Those are affirming words of affirmation. Acts of service. For people with this love language, actions speak louder than words. That's me, right? And in fact, Buddhism teaches you to do acts of service. Doing things that you know your partners would like, such as household chores. Wait a minute, cooking meals. Hey, wait, tap. Wait a minute. No, sorry about this. I am not that point. Don't even think about this, man. Delete that shit. Next one, receiving gifts. Right? Oh, a lot of women like this one. Quality time and physical touch. Actually, acts of service is also giving gifts. But I'm not gonna do no fucking errands, man. I'm not gonna do no chores. Stop it, okay? But those are the quality times. If you're not compatible with these things, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The chemistry might keep you there, and it might create a toxic relationship, but you need compatibility. You need to have similar love language, because if your love language is spending time, and that's not the person's love language, you guys are gonna have problems. You guys are gonna be calling me all the time, and I'm gonna have to, help your situation out, right? Actually, I'm not a therapist. So yeah, compatibility, and that means having interests, having similar ages, being from a similar generation. That also matters a lot. Even though I'm not. Look, man. If you want to date someone who's 20 years older than you, who gives a fuck, right? I hate moralizers. Oh God, I hate moralizers. Jesus fucking Christ. Honestly, I'm like, if it's not illegal, shut the fuck up. Oh my God, I hate moralizers. You guys don't understand. And for me, that's really my part of why I am the way I am. Because I hate hypocrites. Because if you're a moralizing person, you're a hypocrite. Plain and simple. Because you can't be perfect. Now the next one is projections. Projections, right? When somebody reminds you of someone in the past, that person will create a strong, unforgettable sensation in you. If somebody reminds you of your mom who never, for example, let's just say you dating, your mom was never there, wasn't emotionally there. You're dating a girl and now she's emotionally absent. She's there, but there's an emotional distance. That dynamic of a woman, emotional distance, you want her, but she's distant and cold. That dynamic, any woman that reminds you of that, you're gonna fall in love with her. And you're gonna pursue her as a way to make up for the past, right? Or some people, if they fear intimacy because they never got it from their parents never taught them how to show love, right? And so they're uncomfortable with the sensation of love. When they meet someone, they may date people or be attracted to people who reminds them of that dynamic, who are emotionally distant, so that they could fall in love with someone who doesn't let them get close to them. In other words, you falling in love with people who keeps you at an emotional distance because of your fear of intimacy, right? And I had a very beautiful thought the other day that I want to share with you guys. Imagine this, right? People who have a fear of intimacy really have a fear of intimacy with themselves. For example, let's just say someone who is, let me put this right here because this is actually, like, to explain people who have a fear of intimacy, let me give you an analogy. Imagine someone who is able to go back in the past and meet their, let's just say you're 45, right? You're able to go back in the past and meet your 30-year-old selves, 20-year-old selves, and 10 and 15-year-old self, right? You're right in front of them, right? And let's just say you fear intimacy, but you know this is who you are. This is you in the past, but you have the superpower to go back in the past, right? Now, would you look at them in the eye and say I love you, if you're uncomfortable with saying I love you, would you feel comfortable with looking at yourself in the eye and saying I love you, even though you know that's really you? Would you? You know what's funny? A lot of people will feel uncomfortable, even though that they know that's dumb. If they are afraid of saying I love you, of looking at each other in the eye and crying in front of them, right, hugging each other. If you are afraid of doing that, if you meet yourself, you're gonna be afraid of doing that, even if it's yourself. So it's not even the fact that it's a stranger. The fear of intimacy isn't the fear of intimacy with someone else. It's truly at the core of it, a fear of intimacy with yourself. Nobody ever taught you how to self-soothe. Nobody ever taught you how to deal with uncomfortable emotions. And one of the uncomfortable emotions is looking at yourself with love. And some people can't do that. And this analogy, this thought made me realize, holy shit, like, why would you be afraid to hug and cry with yourself, for example, right? Well, because it's really just a fear of intimacy with the self. Because at the core of all things, everyone is the same person. Everyone is the same person. Just like every phone, it has a different quality, different apps, but at the end of the day, every phone has the same spirit, which is the same electricity. Everyone has a different app. Everyone has a different type of phone, different species, different personalities. But at the end of the day, what's animating it is the same thing. The same electricity that's animating this, it's animating your phone. It's animating that. That is the soul of everything, right? And so at the end of the day, the fear of intimacy is just a fear of the self, right? So one of the ways to overcome fear of intimacy is not try to get intimate with someone, but give yourself as much self-love as possible through a loving kindness meditation. And this will literally break the walls that you have set for yourself from yourself, right? Anyways, so yeah, projection. So you date someone who reminds you of a parental dynamic, or maybe you're dating someone who reminds you of an ex, right? And so those people, especially if the relationship ends badly, especially if they never satisfy you, they'll be unforgettable. The projections that are never satisfied become an unforgettable phantom that we continually chase but never truly reach, right? So that's one thing. Next one. How they change you, for better or for worse. When you meet people and they have a positive effect in your life, where they helped you quit a drug, they helped you overcome this, they made you more motivated, they changed the way you view the world. Those people do become unforgettable to you. Now this doesn't have as much impact. This has more impact if they love you, and then you help change them in a positive way. It will be unforgettable. But also in the negative, where if you're so fucking toxic, you'll become unforgettable, right? And this is why, right? And this goes into the fifth point, is that if somebody breaks your heart, if somebody hurts your ego badly enough, they become unforgettable. In fact, if somebody breaks your heart hard enough, they literally become your type. They become your type. You start to search for someone that looks like them or has a similar vibe to them if they hurt your ego or break your heart hard enough. For example, let's just say you were given a freaking pit bull, God forbid, right? And you hated pit bulls. You thought pit bulls were the agent of destruction of dogs. You thought pit bulls eat children for breakfast. Pit bulls be like, come on, man, give me one little leg. Come on, give me that little leg. I'm hungry, man. I'm pit bull. I need kids, right? But if that dangerous, angry, hungry pit bull dies, all of a sudden you're heartbroken, right? You imagine the little pit bull with a child's leg. You're like, oh, what a nice memory I have of him. And all of a sudden you're going to want to get maybe a pit bull that kind of looks like Cupcake, the one that you had, right? And now you start looking for a pit bull that looks similar to your old dog. You get it? And he kind of looks like him. He's acting different, but kind of looks like it. And it kind of makes your heart happy. That pit bull dies, and a lot of people eventually end up buying a similar dog, right? And that's what tends to happen. If something hurts you enough, you long for it. You have a nostalgia for it. When somebody hurts us, your brain will create, if we like them enough and they hurt us enough and they hit the right spot, your brain will create almost like a nostalgia. nostalgic memory of them. It has a nostalgic film. That's what time does to memories. And that it doesn't just erode memories, it enshrines memories. And it doesn't just create a nostalgic film, it creates a longing for a similar experience. Just like people long for the relationship they had with their parents if their parents gave them what they needed. And that's how you create your type, right? So if you break their hearts hard enough, they'll never forget you, right? And the last one is first love. Honestly, the first love is always unforgettable. I still remember that girl that I loved, and she fucking started dating the bass guy, the fat ass bass guy. I'm like, you dumbass. Like, how could you choose to date? He plays the bass. Dumbass, that's a lame ass instrument. I play the drums, bitch. What the fuck? That's why she fucking left you. Cause you got her a bitch. Yeah, and what, man? The hell? She was trying to date me and the other guy. You know what? His name Chris. Okay, that was his name, Chris. Right? Nah, man. It was good. Hey, man, like, man, that was, I lost that battle. It was hard. It fucking sucked, man. I remember in school, I used to go to school. And I would like see them. I didn't want to see them, but I would see them hugging each other, kissing each other, fucking smiling. I'm like, what's she happy about? The fuck? I was like, hope she gets big. Yeah, hey man, I'm petty, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Anyways, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Yeah. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women. But what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you. So that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature, the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date using vulnerability, online games, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang and bang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video.